Hey everyone, this is Brad Roybal, and today I'll be doing a video on Do Now 2.3 for TEALS, which is titled Stairs. So the Do Now is pretty simple. As you can see, I've already started off with some code that I used in Lab 2.2, just kind of make my life a lot easier. So the whole premise of this is, first, we basically want to use a repeat block to draw a square. As you can see right here, as I'll go ahead and move it out, I have a repeat block right here. I basically repeat a movement of moving 10 steps in one direction and then turning 90 degrees 4 times. So if I go ahead and click this, of course you can see my sprite doing it, but once I start drawing, which I'm going to go ahead and move this out to show you, you can see that I'm drawing a square right there by those movements. So I'm going to go ahead and collapse everything back to where it was by hitting Control Z a few times. And now if I clear everything, go ahead and clear, and move back to a starting position. Every time I do this, I draw 4 squares. So of course you can see I have that repeat 4 times block within this better repeat 4 times, and that just controls the number of squares I can make. So if I want to draw 12 instead, I basically draw a square, move 10 steps to the right, and continue drawing. So I'm going to go ahead and move, clear, and the third question inside this do now is, how do we modify this code so that the squares form a set of stairs going up? So we want to go up and to the right, and what I'm going to do first is I'm going to change this to 2 right here, because what I want to do, actually I'm going to go ahead and stop before I change too much. What I want to do is right here, these 2 blocks, I'm moving 10 steps in whatever direction I'm facing. So given that I'm facing to the right, these 2 right here, I'll go ahead and move them out, will move 10 steps, turn 90. So after this, right, normally I would be doing this same step 4 times where I'm turning counterclockwise. Instead, what I want to do is turn clockwise after I move 10 steps upward, because that's the direction I'm facing after doing that. So now if I change this to 90, basically to do this would draw a single step. So we're going to put this right here. I'm also going to take out this point in direction 90 degrees. You can see it kind of controls what direction we start in, or it starts in a specific direction. I want to click this just so I can kind of start going up and to the right. So right here, I move 10 steps to the right, point upwards, move 10 steps upward, point again to the right. So I'm going to collapse this down. You can see every time I click this, I'm now drawing a set of stairs. So the question is, how do we do this inside of a loop? Well, in fact, I don't even believe I can do this just with this one repeat block. So excuse me moving everything for just a second. I'm going to go ahead and set that repeat block right there. Now this is actually rather simple. This draws a set of stairs every time I click it. It's actually a little bit easier because of how I'm doing it. So basically, I am saying I'm going to start right there and repeat this of moving basically and creating a corner of a square is what it's going to look like every time I do it. But however many stairs I want to create, I just put the number in right here. So the question right here is, how do we do 12 squares, and then how do we turn 12 squares into a set of stairs going forward? I basically want to type 12 right there. Everything's clear. I click this. You can see I draw a set of 12 squares right there. And that is how you complete Do Now 2.3 Stairs.